So MLA can be pretty frustrating, and there's really not much need for that, especially if you have a tool like the OWL at Purdue. Anytime you have to do an MLA citation or works cited entry, really you should just go to Google and punch up the OWL at Purdue, and here you will get OWL MLA formatting and style guide. It'll take you to this page. And what you want to do is you want to find the type of text that you are citing in your works cited page. And right now, I want to focus primarily on, I would say, online scholarly journals that have page numbers. So these would be journals that you could also view in print or else as a PDF. And so I would scroll down the page here, and you can see that we've got it right here in an article in an online scholarly journal that also appears in print. And this is something that you will deal with in my class quite often because most of the articles you'll find you can read as a PDF, and that constitutes also being able to find it in print. So here's how I like to build my works cited entries for these. I just grab the template that the OWL at Purdue offers, and I change over some of the info. So let's walk through this together because it's actually pretty easy to do. And for this citation, I'm going to use Diane Lockwood's poem titled Original Sin. And you'll find this in the Naugatuck River Review that I actually gave you guys to read Bianca Diaz, The Light in the Dark. So here it is. You can see the journal title is Naugatuck River Review. It's issue 9 from winter 2013. If you scroll down, you will see that here's Bianca Diaz's poem, The Light in the Dark. But for now, let's build a citation to Diane Lockwood's Original Sin. And this is an easy thing to do. Let's use our template to do it. Okay, notice that we have an author name here, but it's incorrect. So let's change it over to Diane Lockwood. Okay, and that was pretty easy. Now, at this point, I also want to say that the quiz word for this video is poetry. Okay, so the next thing to do is you want to put in the poem title. And you can recognize poem titles because they are in quotation marks, just like article titles. And in this case, the original citation gave us an article. We are using Diane Lockwood's poem, Original Sin. So let's swap out article for poem title. Okay, that was easy. Now, you can always recognize the title of the journal because it will be in italics. And this is the original title of the journal, Emerging Infectious Diseases, but we are using, for this example, we're going to use Naugatuck River Review. So let's swap them out. Okay, so the volume and issue, in our example, we actually don't have a volume. Notice it just says it's issue 9, winter 2013. So let's fix that up, and this will just take a second. We can get rid of the volume part because there's no need for it in this case, though most of the journals you deal with will come with volumes. So this one's issue 9, and it's 2013. So we can mark that. The pages, you definitely want to include these. Now, our example, Diane Lockwood's poem is only 1 page long, and you can see it right here. It's page 7. So we want to indicate that clearly by getting rid of these previous page numbers, and I'm also going to get rid of the double P. Now, you actually don't have a URL because I gave you this article in Canvas, so we can get rid of this. Though if you have one of these web addresses, a DOI do include it. And then you want to make sure and put the correct access date. And so today is actually May, and I'm working on this May of 2017. There's also some indenting you have to do here. You might not know how to do this. If you're on a PC, you would just do Control Tab, and if you're on a Mac, you would do the Command key Tab. And that's how you get that nice, clean little indenting at the end. And there you have it. This is a proper works cited entry for a scholarly or academic journal that you find online, but also appears in print. Now, something else, just while I have you here, I want to show you real quick. Another really, really useful citation tool will be the online article that appears in or comes from a database. You are definitely going to use that in this class, so please keep this in mind. Because here's a really good example that includes everything you'll need to cite those journal articles that you find later in the semester or in your other classes.